Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Lance Zerline. You can hear us mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe if you haven't so that you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. Hey, Lance, big news last week. Yordan's extension, $115 million. We almost the first thing I thought of was, okay, now what about Tucker? Now you got to sign Tucker. We know they tried to lock him up, but the negotiations broke down. Is Tucker going to hold out for a bigger deal than Yordan? Will he get a bigger deal than Yordan?
I think if he holds out, he'll get a bigger deal. Yeah, I think the deal is going to be a little bigger than Yordan. He's played a little longer than Yordan. He's got more ABs, more skins in the game, I guess, if you want to compare the two.
Plays defense.
Yeah, he's better defensive player. I think he will get a bigger deal than Yordan. Now, if you had let this thing go 2 more years even, I think Yordan gets the bigger deal on the open. If you told me who gets the bigger deal on the open market, I don't know. I don't know that it's necessarily Kyle Tucker over Yordan right now. But I think Yordan wants to get the money up front. We have seen that with another. Yuli has taken less potentially than the market would have paid him as another Cuban player. Jose Altuve, you could argue, has taken less on the market, getting paid early.
Bregman taking $100 million.
Bregman has taken his money early as well. So I don't know. You hope Kyle Tucker is willing to play that game as well because it extends years on their contract. If Kyle Tucker's a guy who says, I'm just going to go with what my agent tells me, and the agent says, no, we're not going to do this deal, or hey, Astros, we're going to give you 2 years on top of the arbitration eligible years. I don't know if I do it if I'm the Astros. Do you do it if they only give you 2 extra years as opposed to that 3rd year? You're paying in advance money you don't have to.
No, I think the 3 years is a must for the Astros. I think that, otherwise, why am I going to pay you that much, giving you all this guaranteed money if I don't get something out of it? I think it's a great deal for the Astros. I think Tucker might play through his arbitration years and then leave via free agency after that. I would hate to see it. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. But if you're Yordan, do you give a little side eye if they give him $125 million or $130 million, and you're like, wait a minute here, why is Kyle Tucker making that much more than me when I'm one of the best hitters in the game? That'll be a question. You know what's another question is, you don't need Yordan-type money to get Coors Lights. You just don't need it, people. What you need is cold, clean, crisp, and refreshing. What you need is keeping Texas chill. If you're looking for the Blue Mountains and you know your beer is cold, then you got cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. Be like me. I always say, be like me and drink Coors Light. Thank you. I don't know about you, but I'm frustrated with the lineup. And I know a lot of Astros fans are. Is Bregman ever going to move out of the 3-hole? I mean, he just is not a 3-hole hitter right now, I don't know. He's a 6-hole hitter right now, if you want to know the truth, or a 7-hole hitter. He's just not the same guy. Egos aside, what would your batting order be?
Well, I do think that I think there's a limited amount of changes you can make. You can do some minor shuffling. I go Altuve 1, keep Brantley 2, obviously. I wouldn't mind trying Kyle Tucker at 3, but the problem you have with that is that after you get outside of Yordan at 4, Jeremy Pena at 5, because Yuli's not hitting right now, Bregman. So then all of a sudden you go 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 4 straight positions that are having issues hitting.
Well, you've got a problem with your order because you got 2, 3, and 4 all lefty hitters back to back to back.
I know, and you're
not going to do that.
But the Astros, the only one that's really truly affected a lot appears to be Brantley.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not as worried, but I know that that's something that they wouldn't do. But who's the other right-handed hitter that you're going to have?
Well, you could lead. I
don't want Pena there.
I feel like Tucker's a leadoff hitter. He steals bases. He gets on high. He will be a higher average guy. He's going to be an on-base guy. He's got power. I feel like he's the leadoff guy. Altuve is the 2nd-hole hitter. Brantley 3rd. Yordan 4th. Then Pena, then Yuli, and Bregman. I'm telling you, Bregman needs to drop in the order. He cannot continue to kill you in the 3-hole. It's one of the reasons why this team is so up and down and scoring runs.
I'll be honest, I'd hit him in a 2-hole. I wouldn't mind putting him there, seeing how it changes, maybe putting Kyle Tucker in the 3-hole, maybe going Altuve. And then here's why I don't like the Tucker at the 1 spot right now. I think that in years past I would have said yes, but right now 8 and 9 are kind of dead spots. You have with Jeremy Pena hitting, that is a live position right there. I just think you take Kyle Tucker out of RBI potential because you're not going to have number 8, number 9 on base all that often. I think that's my biggest concern.
Right. Well, you did that with Springer. I mean, of course, you had a better bottom of the order.
Yeah.
You did have a little bit better bottom of the order. Not in 15, but that's what you had a better bottom of the order. I agree with that you're taking a lot of RBIs away from him, but I want my best hitters up top. I can't have Bregman up there anymore.
What about Bregman 5? What about just flip-flopping 3 and 5? And the reason I ask that, and I know lefty, I know you're going to have to fade that, but what about Bregman with men on base? There's a greater percentage chance that Yordan and or Kyle Tucker are going to be on base. I think it maybe changes the pitches that, when guys are in RBI spots where they're going to have to come into Alex Bregman and get ahead of him or get behind. I mean, either way, that's good. If you're throwing pitches that are going to be a hitter's pitch because they're coming in trying to get a strike on you, maybe that's good for Bregman, makes him more aggressive. If they are nibbling around because they don't want to give you good pitches and they get behind, that's going to be good for Bregman. I just think to your point, Dusty is not jacking with the lineup as much as I'd like to see him do. I'd like to see some movement just to see if it changes the mentality.
I don't think Pawpaw's going to do it, bro. I think we're going to see this lineup all the way through into the World Series. And you know what? And then when they're on the fire trucks, we can all say, Pawpaw, you were right.
Or wrong.
Or wrong. Well, if we're on the fire trucks, then he was right.